A lot of people, aka most of my friends, have been feeling burnt out these days, because they are really worried of becoming who they want to be, whether it is career, love life, or their future selves. They want to be the better versions of themselves faster. I mean, who wouldn't be? I want to be the best version of myself as soon as possible. And so much is happening in the world, and we also want to keep up, and so much in the world is slowing us down. It's getting quite tiring. So, yeah, we want to be as significant to the world as fast as possible. I know I want to be as significant in the world, as fast as possible, either becoming a good doctor, either becoming a lawyer who fights crime and injustice, or that Billboard top 100 artist, or the best dancer, or a K-pop idol, a celebrity, or a someone who owns a nice small business, or someone who works in agriculture, who helps farmers, or someone who's down with that YouTuber content. So, yeah, all of, all of us want to complete all of these things. People my age, we want to complete this as fast as possible, possibly in our 20s. And, you know, it's kind of pressuring too. And before I say what I've reflected upon so far, whilst thinking about all this, one day I was just wondering, like, actually it's not one day. I do always wonder with my friends. I always ask them what's their plans, how are you guys? Are you guys doing anything for future stuff, or are you guys getting closer to your goals? How are you with your gigs, your rackets and all that? So I just want to say that before I say what I've reflected upon and all that, I just want to say it's totally fine to be striving such goals. It's so admirable. It's so admirable that you guys are doing this. Because, I mean, you guys deserve to be proud of yourselves, even if you haven't really gotten to your goal, or if you haven't goaled your goal. You should be happy. Not really should be happy. I'm not forcing you to be happy, but you should be proud of yourself. You should be giving yourself a pat on the back, if you've worked hard but haven't seen a lot of gains lately. It's okay, at least you worked hard, I guess. So back to the thing I was supposed to say. You're awesome for reaching stuff like this, but if you find most of your days excruciatingly difficult because you're pressuring yourself 24/7 to be so much better, or you know you're comparing yourself to someone who's 23 or 25 and they're already winning Grammys, such as, actually not even 20, Billie Eilish. I don't think she's even 20. Is she 20? Wait, I'm gonna check if Billie Eilish is 20. uh let me uh let me check. Hang on, please, please, hang on. Okay, so Billie Eilish is 19, and she has a lot. She has contributed a lot to the world, and well, to us, she's so amazing for winning Grammys and all that. But I think to herself, like when Billie Eilish is thinking of Billie Eilish, I think she's thinking just like she's just a normal person who's trying to achieve their goals, and she's very appreciating. She's very grateful that she got to the Grammys, or she went to one of the peaks, her peaks in life fast. And I'm not saying that that's her last peak. Life is up and down. So yeah, okay. So yun lang. So it's just that, I guess, if you're finding your days excruciatingly difficult because you're pressuring yourself so much that it affects your mental, and you're getting really burnt out, I think you should hear what I have to say. So, let's get started. My name is V, and you're watching or listening to V for Variety, a podcast created to make your days bright and your nights even brighter. So, what is up, guys? Let's. How do we start this? How do we start this? Episode. Because basically, I planned this episode to be us talking about how much we're rushing ourselves into this world. I'm still a college student. My friends are still a college student, but they work. Some of them do work, some of them grind, and uh, I just noticed that some of them have a hard time keeping up with their expectations of themselves, with all their they have class, and then they're doing something for their business or for their work, and then they also have family stuff going on, and they also have, well, maybe drama, like love life drama, friend drama, and all that. So people do get burnt out, and I just wanted to have an episode where I talk about this kind of stuff. I won't tell you not to burn yourself out, not to hustle. No, bro, don't hustle. Or or I'm not telling you to take a rest. I just well, want to give you my insights and what I've experienced personally. So, yeah, probably that's how I started. Something personal. Okay. So, mm, let's talk about what I expected before I would reach 20, or what I expected of myself by the time I reached 20 or 21. So, well, before I reached 20, I thought I was going to be an actor, a renowned theater actor, because back in high school I used to, I grinded a lot of my hours in the theater, in my theater organization. And yeah, I would actually be okay. Another one would be I would actually be someone who isn't dependent on my family, my parents, financially wise, because once you're like 22 or 21 and up, you feel bad for asking money from your parents. I actually do feel bad sometimes when I ask money from my parents, and I thought, when I would be 21, I'd be like, yo, I can pay for my own bills. I'm balling, but no, I'm like, pa, can I have 5,000, please? And then it gets so awkward for me because I know I'm big and I'm asking like a little child. But yeah, what can I do? It's okay. Okay, so I could when I reach 20, I'd actually have a hot body. That fucking gains. Nope, forking gains. Forking gains like that. I'd actually have a super nice body, like a model's body, but actually, well, I do not. Sadly. Singing wise, I could sing like Justin Bieber, because I've always wanted to be a good singer. So, you know, right now I'm not really that good of a singer. I haven't really worked hard for it. Actually, I did, but I didn't get any results. So I think I need to work harder. But it's so hard to work hard when you're working hard for a lot of things to work hard for. So yeah. Okay. So basically, dancing wise, because I'd like to say I'm a dancer. I don't want to assume I'm a dancer, but I am a dancer. And I'd like to dance like Justin Bieber or Lisa or Jabberwockies. But sadly, I am not. I am not as good as them. Um, that sucks. I'd Before I reached 20, I'd have read dozens of books. I'd actually fill my bookcase. Not really bookcase, but you get it. I've read a lot of books. I'm gigawise and all that. And actually, before I reached 20, I had hoped One Piece or Attack on Titan would be finished, but no. But however, Attack on Titan will be finished this year, maybe April or May. And yeah, I am so freaking excited. I am updated, and yeah, I hope I don't get hurt too much by Hajime Isaya. Is that? I think I Hajime Isayama. I don't know, but the maker of Attack on Titan. So what else? Well, social media wise, I'd have like 10K followers on Instagram, or I have a YouTube Blake, like 100, because I have 100,000 subscribers or something. That YouTube Blake, the play button thing. All of that shiznizzle. Okay, so, and probably I'd actually be way happier and way content with my life. Oh, also, I'd have an amazing girlfriend who I'd love with all my heart, and yeah, well, so those sound like an exaggeration, but those are the things I've dreamed when I was 15 or 16. By 20 I'd be so adulting, I can manage all my shit, but all my shiz, but no. I am Sadly, I am, well, what am I now? So, I am not a renowned theater actor. None of that in this podcast. You're not talking to a renowned theater actor. I am very much dependent on my parents' hot model body. No, I am not hot. I can sing like Justin Bieber, probably when Justin Bieber has a sore throat, or when he, yeah, just that. And well, I'm not even comparable to those awesome dancers. Sadly, I do not have 10,000 followers on Instagram. I have, I think, below 600 or below 500. And yeah, compared to that 600 to 10,000, I'm 10% in my goal. But yeah, so I have no YouTube Blake. I don't have a girlfriend. I am very much single as a Pringle. And sometimes I'm happy, sometimes I'm not. You get those ups and downs. Sometimes it's hard, sometimes yeah. So do I get sad and disappointed in myself when I think about what I could have been if I actually spent all my hours working to be a singer, like a really good singer, or grinding my days, push-ups and all that, or just dancing the morning till night, or actually doing something with my love life, or well, actually, I don't think I'm just unlucky with my love life, I think so. Yeah, if I actually, okay, so basically, yeah, I do get sad and disappointed in myself because I'm not who I wanted to be before. I am, because we when we try to imagine ourselves in our 20s and our 30s, most of us like think we're gonna be super successful, or you know we were kids, and we expected a lot. We didn't really know what the world was gonna be like. And yeah, truth is, the world is pretty hard. What can I do? What can you do? What can we do? Nothing really. And well, it is what it is. It is what it is. um and there are times where I think to myself that why am I disappointed? It's because I want to be someone with who is financially free. I want to be, you know, not dependent on my parents. I want to buy my dad that car or that motorcycle, because actually he's been motorcycling these days. So yeah, I want to buy my dad that car. I want to buy a house. I want to, live on my own. Maybe I want to be free. I want to be the best human ever made on earth. I want my friends to be super proud, super proud of me. When they talk to their when my friends talk to their friends, I want them to be like, oh, do you know V? Yeah, he's my friend. I want them to have that reaction. I want them to be. I want to basically. Um. I just want everyone and everything to be proud of me, including myself. So yeah, yeah, I also want to be stop being a dead weight. I want to be able to help people. I want to be able to actually, reach a lot of people, help them, and all that. I think I'm saying you know a lot. And that's a habit I need to break. And I will break that when I'm 21. Joke. But honestly, I forking hate that I'm not that. I want and still want to be the most perfect person so, I can help others. I can end world hunger. I can, maybe provide the government more IQ because they might need it. And, honestly, well, how do I say this? Uh, we're honestly just normal. You know, I'm normal. You're normal. Some of us are even handicapped when we get born in life. When we get in life, the moment we are born or somewhere in the middle of life, we get handicapped, whether it is through a disability or a mental illness or a family situation. We do get handicapped a lot in this world, and it's hard. I keep on saying that life is hard, but it really is hard. You know, there's so much stuff we have to learn, and we thought it would be easy. I thought it would be easy. I had this immature kind of view of the world where if well, all it takes is just hard work. You just work hard for it. But no, actually, um, it actually takes more than hard work. It takes like, let's say, it takes proper timing, takes proper opportunities. It takes more than just working hard. It takes, well, in terms of, well, building a business, it's not, you just don't work for the product. You work marketing, operations, logistics, um, accounting, HR, all of that stuff, and it's quite a handful to deal with. So, I guess I just never really realized when I was young that it would be this hard. And lucky for other people, they realized that it would be this hard and they're prepared. Well, I don't think I'm that prepared, but I don't think I'm that not prepared. I'm just like somewhere in the middle, I'm normal. Um yeah, sometimes we even beat ourselves up for being normal, but I also think being normal is quite relative cuz we're honestly special in a lot of ways, normal in a ton of ways, and shitty in a million ways. Yeah, that's just life. And again, it is what it is. What can we do? Um, but what we can do with our lives is amazing. Whether it is curing a puppy, or whether it is just washing the dishes, or being the first human on Mars. Hashtag Elon Musk. Please watch this podcast. Yeah. Where every moment in our lives, every moment in our life is amazing. Or at least some of it, because some moments in my life, I'm like, damn, I just want this to be over with. But some moments in my life, I'd be like, yo, could time just please stop? I just wanna savor every moment, And those kinds of times, where I want to savor moments are actually, the quiet times. Like when it's like 1 a.m., 3 a.m. in my house, and there's no noise. There's no baby crying. There's no arguing. There's no, well, people watching TV. There's no clacking of the dishes. Um, there's no sound of the aircon, maybe just electric fan. There's no laughter too. It's just like me and the environment. That feels so nice. If you guys haven't felt that, you guys should. Just try to experience it, I guess. But there are more experiences to be savored, such as, well, for me, would be um my time on stage, because I was a theater dude, and I'd love to have my time on stage again, working hard backstage, working hard in the rehearsal room, all of that. Yeah, it's amazing. Also, time with friends. Um, those actually I actually sometimes bring my friends home, and I miss bringing my friends home. I miss talking with them in the car, just about how their day was. I just listen while driving, and they cuented to me. They tell me their love lives and all that. Those stuff are amazing. You know, I'm saying too much again, but those stuff are probably one of the greatest stuff I've experienced. Yeah. So so yeah, we're very normal in a lot of ways, but we can be special in so many ways. Like, you know, there's no one who can there's no one who has a fingerprint. There's no one who has your fingerprint other than you. There's no one who has um the combination of looks. Except if you have a twin, then you're not special. Joke, I'm kidding. But yeah, I guess no one could probably smile like you. No one could move your eyebrows like you, like that. What else? What else can make you feel special? No one can listen to songs like you, because it's, well, I don't know. But basically, you get me. There are things that we're special on. There are things where we are normal on, and there are a million things we are shitty on, and it is what it is. Again, so yeah. Oh, I just moved my my desk. So um, and going back to our like topic, you don't have to be in your 20s to be called amazing. You can be called amazing right now, or you can be in your 40s and still start something new. You can be in your 40s and still learn how, and it would be still your first time learning how to play the guitar. You could be in your 40s and you're starting, let's say, a podcast, or you could be in your 40s and you get your first gig as a model, or you could be in your 40s and your business just it's the right time for your business. So, you know, it just takes time. Well, we all have different roads in life, I guess. And yeah, although, hmm, yeah, yeah. Well, something that helped me realize all this stuff would be a Zen Buddhist called Haemin Sunim, and I experienced his advice through a book that addresses how to accept yourself in a world striving for perfection. And yeah, you know, it's actually called Love for Imperfect Things. It's such an amazing book. You can maybe go to Fully Booked or the National Bookstore, or you can order it online. And yeah, it's amazing. This is not product placement, although it kind of is. No, it's not. I'm not getting sponsored. I'm probably not getting sponsored for a long time for this podcast. So let's see. Okay, I think my hair is becoming a bit too puffy. Hold on. Let me just tie it. I'm sorry. I'm kind of nitpicky like this. Because, well, I care for my appearance a lot. Let me just tie my hair. Okay, so, well, okay. Here's what some chapter of the book says. I can't really read straight. I can't really read straight from the book, because that would be plagiarizing and copyright. But I can kind of, you know, how do you call it? Paraphrase, paragraph, paraphrase. I can just paraphrase. So, here's what I actually wrote it, typed it down. So yeah, here's what a chapter of the book says. You know, stop overlooking the importance of the stop overlooking the importance of the journey while prizing only the destination. And I think, well, we all know that. That's everywhere on Facebook. It's not the destination, it's the journey. And well, it's different to know, but it's different when you actually keep it in mind. It's different when you actually tell yourself that, yo, calm down. It's okay if you don't reach your goals. What matters is right now. Right now you're working hard. Appreciate the process, trust the process, and all that. Yeah, basically that's that. You trust the process and all that. So, you know, what else? Even if you get to the destination, was it well, even if you get to the destination as fast as you could, maybe in a year you're like worth 1 million or something. I don't know. But yeah, even if you get to the destination, was it worth the sacrifice you made for your relationships, your health, or health? Because we sleep so late, honestly. Like students right now, like I sleep so late and I don't even get enough sleep, and that's crazy. Because sleep is important. If you don't rest your brain, then the rest of your body will not function properly, or in the future you'll get a lot of illnesses. So I guess that's bad. It's not, I guess it's really bad. So yeah. And what if that destination wasn't what you wanted? Basically, you've been eyeing that destination, but it's not your dream. Maybe it could be a dream of someone else, or maybe you didn't really discover, or you didn't really look into what you want. You didn't really look into yourself of what you want in life, and you just straight up, you know, because okay, I think um talking to yourself, more of like I think taking time with yourself, know your preferences, know what you want in your life. I think that is really important to actually fulfill what you want to do, because as well, Jim Carrey, I watched a YouTube like inspirational speech of him. He was like, I wish a lot more people would um achieve their dream of being a millionaire or being famous, or being so big in the world. He wished that a lot of people would achieve those faster, to finally realize that it's not, that don't matter at all. You know, like being famous, being rich, it doesn't matter. Okay, so hello. I kind of lost my track there because someone knocked on my door. So where were we? Okay, so the next part of what the book says was actually well, it's about college, and he was like, okay, so he was like, he was a Zen Buddhist. Okay, so he was also a professor, and he mentioned that although throwing yourself into schoolwork might change your life for the better, like he tried that. Okay, so he threw himself into schoolwork so that he could live a better life. He said it wasn't such a terrible life, but when he looked back and he honestly asked himself if he gained anything from it, he said nothing. Um, well, I don't think that you get nothing per se. Like you get a lot of things, such as the the discipline of working hard, the discipline of actually studying, sitting down, reading and researching. You get all of those. You know, you don't gain nothing. But well, maybe compared to what he experienced, he did gain nothing in terms of parang enlightenment, because he is a Zen Buddhist. So, yeah. And another note, Elon Musk was at the top of his class, and look where he is now. He is affecting, or he is helping a lot of people's lives. So yeah, and he also says that it's okay to live the life that you wish for. Definitely, like when you're young, you're like a lot of, like my parents, like my dad used to say that you should be this, you should be that, blah 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 blah. You should be like a doctor, be a lawyer, and all that. And I was like deep inside, I was like, I don't really know if that's what I want. And this just kind of affirmed my feelings. It's okay to live the life that I wish for. If I want to become a, if I want to become, let's say, the most, the let's say an esports coach, or if I want to become a YouTuber, if I want to become like someone who runs a podcast for a living, or someone who dances for a living, sings for a living, or someone who sta someone who sits in line for others for a living, because there is someone actually like that, and he gets paid a lot, you know. So yeah, you can do whatever you want, because honestly, it's your life, you know. But it's kind of hard to just um like to just go for it, because sometimes you really want to know what's the best for you, and it's kind of, well, it's tricky. It's very tricky. But I think one thing that I've learned from One Piece, because this is like a quote, you know. Uh, what is that quote? If you there you go. If you can't take a risk, you can't create a future, and that makes so much sense, you know. Cause, well, like take that leap, you know. If you're trying to do something big, then do it. And also, one thing I've learned while doing this podcast, or you know, I this is just my second episode, but I'm learning a lot. But one thing that I learned was that people will not listen to you if you yourself don't believe in yourself. Did that make sense? Yes, that made sense. You know, if, let's say, in this podcast, if I'm not confident in my words, then why would people listen to me? Then that means I have to be confident in myself and in what I do, and I am. You know, all of, like, I've thought about what I've said before, like this, and you know, I'm quite confident that this can help you. Or these are some of the stuff you knew before, and you just need some gentle reminder, something like that. And definitely, like, it's okay to fail. You know, it's definitely okay. Like, it's actually, compared to before, failing is pretty much normalized. Not normalized in the sense that everyone doesn't feel bad when they fail, but normalized in a sense that when people fail, like, we can and tend to think of it as a learning experience, and it should be like that, you know. Okay, so, you know, because of those messages, I finally realized that, you know, I can be a millionaire in my 20s, because I actually want to be a millionaire, because I want to be financially free. And if I just want to be, you know, I can be someone who ends world hunger or dies trying. I can be the forking. Sorry, I thought I just heard something, but I can be the forking best human being on earth. You know, I can be all of those. You know, um, and if ever I will not be who I want to be, you know, in like my whole, if I have like a deadline, then it's fine. It is what it is. You know, like what's what I appreciate is what I will appreciate is the process, you know. And they say that, although though sometimes, let's say you have this bad habit of beating yourself up if you fail, and right now you're just trying to relearn yourself by appreciating the process and saying that it's okay for you to fail. Sometimes it's hard adjusting to that kind of mindset, but you know, good habits, like, you gotta make those good habits stick. It's for yourself, it's for your mental. and and you know, uh with that, like, I want to make sure that I will savor every moment I strive for my ever-changing purpose. I will treasure every moment I spend with myself and others, and I will appreciate every time spent living. Like, throughout, like, my whole reflection on this, and with the help of the book, I got into this conclusion, you know. And what we could do better for ourselves is actually stop defining ourselves by what we are not, and appreciating who we are now. So basically, So going back to what I said before about who I wanted to be and who I am not. So who I am right now, I am a person who is trying to make it into the world, trying to be financially free, whether it is becoming a billionaire, investing in stocks, or working a blue collar job, or trying to become a YouTuber, or trying to become or having a successful podcast, or being an athlete, or being a model, or being an actor, or being, a marketing manager, because that's my course in school. So yeah, what to say? I'm explaining who I am right now. So yeah, you know, uh, maybe just a practice for like us. Okay, you look straight to yourself in the mirror. So I'm pretending that's my mirror. So mirror, I'll be like, okay, so what's up, dude? I am proud of you, my G. You are trying your very best every day. So keep it up. There might be days that will feel off, but that's normal. And yeah, so let's do this shit. Shiz. Yeah. Okay. So, oh yeah. Okay. Sorry. I have like my notes here. It's like cue cards. So, um, where did I see this quote? Don't compare yourself to another person's today, but compare yourself to who you were yesterday. I don't know where I saw this quote, somewhere in Facebook or Instagram. And a good place quote that would help us would be, what matters is if we're trying to be better than we were yesterday. And that is so freaking true. It helps so much with appreciating who you are today. Because if you compare yourself to someone else, although I do compare myself to someone else, I mean, it's normal to compare yourself to someone else, especially maybe if it's your friend who's doing good, and you think to yourself, and you think to yourself, how can I be that good? Why am I not that good yet? You know, it's normal to be quite jealous or quite insecure, because we aren't perfect people. We just have to learn how to deal with it, which is pretty hard. Not gonna lie. Yeah. But you know what's easy? Um, what is easy? Sorry, I thought I had something going on there, but okay. You know what's easy? Um, Resting when you're tired, I guess. Although rest is very important. But yeah, I actually haven't named this episode title, like this episode title, but I think I'm probably going with the name. Where is it? Where is it? I'm probably going with the name, with the episode title. Where are my notes? I'm probably going with the episode title. I'm not the 20-something-year-old I wanted to be. So I think that's a pretty good episode title. Why am I consulting this with you guys? But it's okay. So yeah, I think we're about to reach the 40-minute mark. So thank you so much for listening and watching to this podcast. And yeah, next time I'll have a guest with me, and I'll show you what variety podcast is all about. Because right now it's just me pondering with some thoughts, or some things that could possibly help you and me. So yeah, that's probably just it. Yeah. Okay, so thank you guys for watching and listening. I hope you guys had a blast. I hope I made your day bright, or your night even brighter. And yeah. Okay, so we're good. Alright. Scene.